Gonna write a little letter, gonna mail it to my local DJ. It's a rockin' rhythm record I want my jockey to play. Roll over Beethoven, gotta hear it again today. You know my temperature's rising and the jukebox blows the fuse. My heart's beating rhythm, my soul keeps on singing the blues. Roll over Beethoven, tell Tchaikovsky the news. But if you feel like it, go get a love and reel and rock it. Roll it over and move on up. Just try further, reel and rock it. Roll over Beethoven, take this rhythm and blues. Giving you the one, don't step on my blue suede shoes. Hey, diddle, diddle, I'm a-playing my fiddle and I ain't got nothing to lose. Roll over Beethoven, rockin' into by two. You know she wiggles like a glowworm, dance like a spinning top. She's got a crazy partner to see them reel and rock. Long as she got her dime, the music never stops. If you feeling like it, go get a love and reel and rock it. Roll it over, move on up. Try further, reel and rock it. Roll over Beethoven, tell Tchaikovsky the news. Roll over Beethoven.
Roll over Beethoven.
Roll over Beethoven.
Yeah, here come the kids. Roll over Beethoven. Sing it with us, Lex. Beethoven. Use rhythm and blues. Roll over Beethoven. Roll over Beethoven. Roll over Beethoven. Roll over Beethoven, roll over Beethoven. Yeah. You ready, Lex?
Man, I don't know. Are we ready? Is everybody ready?
I don't know.
Are we in?
I hope we're not ready.
The ceremony is about to begin.
Well, you know, one thing I learned about going down to Mexico, the times I've been down there, is no matter how long you stay, the first 3 days are just drunk off your ass partying.
Uh-huh.
And the last 3 days are just drunk off your ass partying.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Hippie fiasco. Hippie fiasco.
God, hearing Bill's voice right there made me want to drink.
Well, hello! Welcome to the Hippie Fiasco Rise Again show! I'm Hippie, and it's so great to see all of you. It's gonna be a fun night.
Yep.
With lots of music and silliness.
Yep.
Oh, who knows what's gonna happen? Well, it's good that you're here. And so, without further ado, here he is, our host, Nathan Moore.
Oh, thank you, Hippie. Thank you. Oh, yay. Hello. Hello. Don't you wish you could whistle? I sure wish I could whistle. Welcome to our How to Whistle seminar with our guest lecturer, Lex Park, all the way from Stanton, Virginia.
Hey.
He's come to teach us how to whistle. So you're on, Lex.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
He has been teaching. Before quarantine, he used to travel the world teaching people how to whistle, and now he's under lockdown. But thanks to the power of technology, we bring you this how to whistle meeting here live virtually via the World Wide Web.
Yeah, it really blows not being able to whistle as much as I used to.
You have to tone it down because you're always at home with your family.
Yeah, it really blows.
It doesn't suck though.
So, I can't give you my whole seminar, but I will give you a very condensed version. So you basically pucker your lips, like, kind of like that, but not like that. Like, and then you just kind of work the tongue inside your mouth behind your teeth. And blow out, and you'll find the sweet spot. It's all about finding the sweet spot. Sometimes it's a little more or a little less. And then you control the notes with your tongue and your throat, almost like you do when you're changing the tone of your voice.
Well, I guess
it feels that way.
I guess like people like me that can't whistle, it's just all about the shape of my mouth or something, huh?
Could be.
Wrong shaped tongue.
I can't. Whoops, I'm in a cave here. Let me get out of this cave. There we go. I can't do the other whistle like this.
Oh yeah, those are good.
I can't. And I've seen some people be able to do that loud
at festivals and stuff.
Like
they can do it without their fingers, right?
Yeah,
but it's so effective at the right time.
Oh, it's so loud. It's
really be good for parenting back in the day.
Right. Yeah. Actually, I had a friend whose dad. He was this Italian family, and the dad was like I guess he worked out. He just always seemed like a big dude, and he had this this big thick mustache, and this is was like in the early '80s, and I remember two things about him, and one was that he had these big hands and he would snap and point at his son, or like my friend, if I was over there and he was getting into something he shouldn't or whatever the case might be, and the dad was there and saw it, he would snap and point.
Man, it was super loud.
But yeah, it was really loud.
I might have that one.
It was really loud, and you were like, whoa, this dude is snapping. But
I can sort of do that one.
Yeah, but then he did the whistle, the fingerless whistle, loud thing. He did that too, when he would all the way down the street, like to like call him home or whatever. He would just like whistle, and you'd hear it all the way down the street.
Bam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta use. Wait, where is it?
But I think my whistle is just like a little melodic whistle, and I can just kind of whistle some notes,
nice
Thank you.
That's how I get them.
Yeah.
Your whistle's so nice, it's made it on a couple of tracks of mine. Bad Time to Be a Clown is one that first comes to mind.
I love that whistle line.
Me too.
That was a cool one.
Well, you want to play some music? Ladies and gentlemen, Lex Park.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Actually, I need to hook up my sound effects.
I'm on the coffee again. I'm doing the coffee.
Doing the coffee. Is that all you're going to drink tonight?
Well, we're just getting started. There is some bourbon behind me. And ice. Again, thanks again for having me over here, Nathan. They pull out all the stops, this room alone, but then there's like a bucket of ice, and then I brought some bourbon, but there's a glass, and it's all ready, and all the outlets work, and it's just amazing.
It's all wired up.
Everything's wired amazingly, and I thank you again for letting me come over here and stretch with you. Hey, Greg, I just saw that come through. I got a delay on my monitor here that I'm using in my room. I do have a delay here. I don't know, it might be 10 or 15 seconds, but I did just see a chat. Hey, Lex, from Greg.
Trying to get these sound effects working, so you're doing a good job taking over for me here.
Oh, no problem. But yeah, hey, Greg. Hey, April. I don't know if I know April, but hi, April. That sounded...
This case is preventing the headphone thing from going on, right?
Oh, you got a case of the cases.
Yeah, I'm gonna might have to take the case off if I really want to do this.
Queso. The quesarito. Oh man, remember those on the road? Back when we used to tour, stopping at the Taco Bell with Chad Galactic for the case of the Ritos. I actually got one of those since then, and when I did, I texted Chad, and I said, I'm about to get the case of Doritos.
Was it good?
It was kind of delicious, actually, and it didn't harm me. In small doses, I think you can do that. Just kind of dip in, dip out.
I don't think this is
Not
gonna
anymore.
work.
Yeah, it sounds buzzy. Maybe it's just got
Oh,
too...
wait.
Hey. Oh,
Oh,
they
thank
showed
you.
up. Hey, everybody.
you. Oh,
look at that.
They,
Wow.
they didn't think I could do it.
Oh, they closed the door again.
Yeah.
Why can't we see them?
Oh, here we go.
Many people think that the best way to escape war is to dwell upon its horrors and to imprint them vividly upon the minds of the younger generation. They flaunt the grisly photographs before their eyes. They fill their ears with tales of carnage. They dilate upon the ineptitude of general panic. They denounce the crime and they promise.
Can't talk to who's not listening. Can't tell them what they need to hear. Can't show them what would open their eyes. And if they saw you surprised, you disappeared. And it's just such blindness, such deafness, which is killing us slow, killing us sure. There's just no way that they won't be the poison. There's just no way that you can be the cure. Does that mean give up? Why, yes it does. Pull up your britches, let's dance in the mud. Love is ours still, it's forever sweet. Such has always been the glory in the blood. I know it hurts to feel such pain when so easily inside you just save them. But turn not to judge, no please you remain. You remind me of the well I wish it. And as the master of music simply put it, it is what you don't, it's not what you do. So toast to what this spring shall bring, to us, to truth tonight, to you.
This is the greatest moment of my life.
A practical scheme, says Oscar Wilde, is either one already in existence or a scheme that could be carried out under the existing conditions. But it is exactly the existing conditions that one objects to. One would accept these conditions as wrong and foolish. The true criterion of the practical, therefore, is not whether the latter can keep intact wrong or foolish. Rather is it whether the scheme has vitality enough to leave the stagnant waters of the old and build, as well as sustain new life. In the light of this conception, anarchism is indeed practical. More than any other idea, it is helping to do away with the wrong and foolish. More than any other idea, it is building and sustaining
that the world can't hear my thoughts, if the world could hear my thoughts, from this world I'd likely be shot like a cannonball. I leave the light on, yes I do. Climb up to where I love the view. Sometimes the dark comes shining through like a cannonball. everything there is a time. For every justice there's a crime. We might not see, we might not shine. Someone will. When you fall down in a hole, you don't care who drops the rope. No, all you can do is holler and hope. Someone will. Now that I've seen the golden highway, now that I've heard from the best, now that I've had a real woman, I'll never settle for less. Saw in my own eyes a true magician. I swear she pulled my secret from her chest. Well, I tried, but I just could not explain it. Now I'll never settle for less. Now the only trouble is the midnight melting, exploring the heights upon wings of excess. It's a long, long fall to the palace of wisdom, but I'll never settle for less. Once I heard a melody so sweet it made me cry. It felt to me like a caress. Yes, it took away all my worries. Now I'll never settle for less. Now that I've laid settle for less. over. Even lost my keys just leaning west. 'Cause that's where I was graceful. Now I'll never settle for that. No, I'll never settle for that. I'll never settle, I guess. Oh man, we're not gonna. Oops. Sorry about that, folks. It's on loop. I'm like overwhelmed in such a cool way. It's not like I'm overwhelmed. I just like can't do the next step yet.
I feel like that.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like that a lot.
Oh, it's Anders. What's up?
I would like to welcome you to Jam Cruise number 10. My name is Nathan Moore, and I play guitar and sing songs on Surprise Mr. Davis. And I'd like to welcome you here. That's Amy over there. Yes. And so the good thing about my band, Surprise Mr. Davis, is that not only I write great songs, but the Bar Brothers are in it. Rocco Benevento, you might have heard of him. It goes like this.
Oh, good.
I really encourage you to come see my band, Surprise Mr. Davis. I'm Nathan Moore. Take care.
God, you're so much better at me than me.
I want to get to heaven before I die. Everybody's doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to get to heaven before I die. So I'm walking down the road, Lord, I'm feeling high. Looking for the lady, the apple of my eye. I want to get to heaven before I die.
This is late night at Camp Harry's. I don't know what year it is. High Sierra. Off the beaten path. Wow, Marco's there. I don't remember this.
That's cool.
Yeah, it just the camera just panned over and there's Marco.
Taos Hum. Make it stop.
Tonight's show's been brought to you by Taos Home Hot Sauce.
Make it stop.
Hum.
Hot sauce.
Yum.
Taos Hum. Make it stop. Hot sauce. Taos Hum. Make it stop. Hot sauce.
The Taos Home Make It Stop hot sauce is made from a variety of fresh peppers that are grown by the good folks at Walking Trout Farm. Fresh peppers are hand harvested, sorted, destemmed, and some are roasted over an applewood fire. The fresh and roasted peppers are blended with local wine vinegar with a touch of salt right there in Taos, New Mexico. Their hot sauces highlight the flavor of each individual pepper, never masked or overpowered by dehydrated onion, garlic powders, or other flavors. Their small batch production process and locally derived ingredients separate them from so many other hot sauces that are available today. Get you some Taos Hum.
Make it stop. Hot sauce. Taos Hum.
Make it hot.
This is the jalapeno roasted on applewood, fire roasting at Walking Trout Farm. Taos Hum! Get you some.
Bam. So last night we had Plat Zap sent in his a taste test. He'd ordered some. He saw the commercial, been watching the show, and ordered himself up some Taos Hum hot sauce.
Nice.
And then he did and I encourage everybody that's gotten some already, film yourself doing a taste test of it, especially the first time you try it. If you can get that on video and send it to me. Last night we did an edit of Plat Zap. He got 3 bottles and he sent me the video of him trying each one on some pizza crust. And it was really fun. We had a little taste test thing going on, and it was hot sauce. So you get to watch somebody do something really dangerous. His face turned pretty red.
Oh, good.
I must say. All right, let me get you in here, Lex.
Hey, get me in there.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lex Park. Big hand, big hand. It's good to see you, buddy. Welcome to the show.
I'm trying to hang on.
Yeah, hang on.
There we go.
Oh man, this music is really doing me right. It was a hard day for me. It was a rough. It was my Nana's 95th birthday, which is great.
Birthday. That is, wow, what a number.
Makes me feel like I got some good genes going on. So on that level, but you know how I've been during this whole thing, very OCD with the lockdown. I haven't gone anywhere or done anything.
We've been playing well by the rules. You especially.
And you've been doing as good as you could possibly do with 2 kids.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to add. I can't imagine. As much of a nervous wreck as I am just leaving the house once, I can't imagine what it would be like having kids today. Woo, I can almost imagine a little bit because I've actually actively done it, imagining you guys and different people with kids. I just imagine.
Yeah, we find ways to have safe fun.
But then when you break down, then I break down because, the whole family's getting together. They really want you there and everything. And then I'm like, well, okay, got to do this. But then I get there and I'm just like, this is like the worst of all things. It's like too many people in a small space were singing happy birthday. My 95-year-old grandmother's right there.
Oh, man.
And my mom and my dad. I mean, this is like, seeing each of you individually in from the backyard or from a distance, it still like cause me some concern. But this is just like, but the weird thing too is for me is that after I do, I've done a few things like that, and after I do, it's always something big that gets me out of the house. That's the thing. It's a funeral, or it's something you got to do.
Right.
And so that
big protest,
whatever that is, you're right. The protest was it was
yeah.
a protest, a funeral, and my grandmother's birthday. Those are the 3 times I've left the house.
Yep.
And each time I come back and it's 5 days or so until I'm like, okay, I didn't get it. You know what I mean? It
Right.
it hangs over me like this little cloud of doubt. I'm just like, I don't know, who was that one dude? Did I touch the thing he touched? You know, it's just,
Right.
and even if I'm not like completely dark about it, it's nagging. It's like a gnat.
Yeah.
It's like just being followed around by a freaking gnat for days.
Yeah, it's like a 2-week thing for me. If I like after the funeral, you and I went to the same funeral, and after that, I felt I was terrified for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too.
But yeah. So you just kind of monitor and stay put. Now you did your thing.
But obviously,
you went out and did your one
the
thing.
bright side of this story is Nana turned 95 today.
Amazing.
Happy birthday, Nana!
Happy
Here's
birthday.
everybody can see your cake. Look at that.
Oh.
There she is, Nana. I tell you what, she means the world to me. She's always believed in me. When I think of unconditional love, that was her role in my life. There's Dad's laugh, shaking the ceiling. Still shaking the ceiling. Unbelievable. She was born. That means she was born in 1925. She's older than Israel. Happy birthday to
so crazy.
you. Happy birthday to you.
Oh man.
Happy birthday, dear Nana.
I'm just getting the delay and
Happy
Right.
birthday.
She likes the cake, I can tell.
to you. Yay! Happy birthday, Nana. Love you so much. Ooh, is it good? Is it good?
awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure we're all fine. And well, just making this music has really already been healing for me. I appreciate you. I had some knots inside going on that are already loosening up.
Good. Well, it didn't look like too many people there from that footage.
No, and there were. See, that was the thing is we had this strategy. Like, all right, Nana's birthday party is at 6. Let's go at 5 and get there before everybody so we can give her love. And so we ran a little bit late, but then when we got there, it seemed like several people had the same idea, and her driveway was full. And we almost didn't go in. We didn't recognize the cars. It wasn't family cars. By that point there, it had just sort of boiled down to the immediate family that was in town.
Right.
But yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Man,
What a weird. It's so weird.
it's crazy to think about. Like I am at that point. My whole family's at that point where when we watch movies now, older movies, and
You
just
can't do
everything, yeah, everything
do
is
that.
like, oh, there ain't no COVID there. Look at that, and just like a big crowd, or they're hugging and it's just like, wow.
That's
the
what's
things-
so disturbing is that you cringe when people touch. Like, oh, you can't.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You're
Like,
oh yeah, wait, there was no pandemic in 90,
right.
that's
You have
right.
to. You have to get there first.
It's 1987. Everything was okay then. It was okay to touch. Yeah, it's crazy watching some shows now and having that reaction.
Mm-hmm. You know what's really weird is that with the nature of these things, it almost seems like there is some aspect of it that it's a new normal,
Right.
and I hate that.
Yeah.
Because even the only solutions I've heard so far for it not being the new normal are a new normal in and of themselves.
Yeah.
All suggested remedies for what is supposed to change this feeling inside me is a new normal. I've never gotten a vaccine in my life except when I was a kid.
See, you're
I've
right.
never gotten a flu shot.
There's
I don't do that.
Yep. Same.
And if it's mandated, I
Yeah.
mean, it's going to be a new normal no matter what.
It's a new normal, and it's hard to, no matter what, like you said. But the one for now could, persist for a little while, and it's starting to feel normal now. It feels like it's going to take a lot for me to like just go to a concert, even if they're happening. But like to actually go to one myself, when that day comes, it'll be like, oh my gosh, this is weird. Am I sure about this? I don't know. I don't. Hats off to anybody going to shows right now.
You know what the cure is for that feeling? I think there's one cure for that feeling.
What is
getting
that?
it? getting it
Yeah.
and getting it and surviving.
Right.
And then you'd be like, and especially if you're one of those people that it's not that bad for,
Yeah.
you'd be like, hey, all right, I'm not that scared. You would go.
Right.
That's the
Yeah.
only. That's interesting. I never even thought about that,
That's
but it's
so true.
sort of profound how that is the one thing that would cure that feeling.
Or let's say, you had some lasting health, the opposite happened, and you fought it for, 8 weeks and in the hospital, and you came out with lasting effects, like there's like so much.
Never go to a concert again.
Yeah.
Never go to a concert again, no
That's
matter what.
Talk about a new normal, you
Yeah,
know.
that's a good point. That's the other side of that.
But it's such a crazy thing, and my son is a senior, and they start school on Tuesday. My daughter's a freshman, and it's funny, back in the early 2000s when they were kids, and we knew that this day would come when our son would be a senior. If everything worked out right, he'd be a senior, she'd be a freshman, they'd be going to school together. It'd be a cool little year there. And now it's all virtual, thank goodness, but now they just remain at home.
Right.
With new tasks.
At such a time in their lives.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they're making their own stories are going to be interesting from it, of their own accord, somehow or another. It's a good time to get into reading.
Yeah.
That's a hard sell. Rob Tobin asked if vaccines had ever been mandated, and I mean, to a certain extent, a lot of vaccines are mandated now for like kids going to school. Like if you want to be in the public education system, right? Your kids had to get certain shots to go to public school, right, Lex?
Yeah. Yep.
So in a way, that's sort of a mandate. You can homeschool, so it's not like across the board you have to get it. Period.
Right.
But it's not a completely new idea, but never in my adult life, never since I became a hobo and completely embraced the hobo philosophy and limonism,
Yeah.
have I ever gotten a flu shot or any vaccinations or anything voluntarily. You have to take me kicking and screaming to see the doctor, and that'll be true even after I'm dead.
Well, until you have to get the vaccine.
I know that's going to be so weird. I'll just grin and bear it.
Oh.
I'm pretty good at just shutting down completely emotionally whenever I just have to do something that I really, really don't want to do to the fiber of my soul. I just cut off, zombie it out.
Yeah. I don't like needles, so there's that.
Mm-hmm. At all.
Yeah, I haven't had a flu shot ever, I don't think.
I like getting the flu.
Okay.
It really cleans
We
you
need to-
out.
okay,
like
well, we
it
need
knocks
to-
you down. You know, because I
He didn't mean that. Whoever makes all the fates out there, he really didn't mean that.
That's true. I should knock on all the wood in the world. I'm knocking on all the wood in the world because I'm sure there's some strength, but I have nothing but fond memories when I think of the flu. It was getting to stay home from school and having mom take care of me. It was flat ginger ale and vanilla ice cream. It was
Wow.
daytime TV.
Food tastes different, so you find that your mom always found that one thing that you liked the most, and it was like a good flu go-to.
Yeah.
And it was like the comfort food or whatever, comfort fluid.
And even as I've gotten older, I have nothing but fond memories of getting the flu, of just sort of like completely cleaning out my system, being like forced to lay on the couch for 2 days straight or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's a great reset.
Yep.
Especially for someone who's always trying to manically achieve something every day or whatever. It's just to be knocked off my feet. And, no, just lie there for
Stop.
2 days.
You will
drink
stop.
some flat ginger ale.
Right.
Let someone love you and pamper you.
Yeah.
Oh, can I get you anything? I just need like I need the trash can. I need the trash can. I need
I'm hot. I'm cold. My daughter and I had the flu in February. And it was just before all this coronavirus stuff started. But we definitely tested for the flu.
What do you mean you tested?
Well, they did a flu test.
Ah. Okay.
And so it was positive for the flu. But they weren't testing for coronavirus then, but I don't think it was that.
Oh, when was this?
In February. Yeah. It was like
That's right there.
It's like early February, maybe.
Kethra thinks I had COVID when I got back from Jam Cruise, but
Well, I mean, that's its
What's the
own
difference?
breed. That's its own fucking breed of virus that comes from Jam Cruise.
Willie and I were talking the other night about how many years is that getting taken off of our lives. Those were years well spent, those days.
Right. Yep. Those were the best 25 years of my life.
Those 4 days.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we trick ourselves and hop into the Discord? All right, you'll give a beat, and let's just play like whatever we'll do the last request in Discord in Percy's mouth here. Let's hop down to Discord for a second. See what Percy's got in his mouth. Here, boy. All right, the last one was Nowhere From Here to Go.
What? I don't know that one, I don't think. Do I know that one?
That's a good point.
Can't quite put my clip on it.
I think you get it. I think we should try
Wow,
it.
look
If
at that
it
list. What a
doesn't-
great list.
Oh, you can see it?
I can now.
Yeah, look at, you see how Pickle's using his custom-made spiral emoji to request spiral?
Thought I saw that. Yeah, it's gone now. But yeah.
No Rest for the Wicked would be an easy one, good one to do. Moving by Lovin's always fun. I've been enjoying Thank You Life lately. That might be a little squirrely. Bathrobe Blues would be cool to come up with some weird version of it. All right, why don't
What's
you just
that
hit it?
on? What's that? Enough About Me? Is that one?
Yeah, it's Bathrobe Blues.
Yeah,
yeah, that was on the album
I
Enough
remember
About
that.
Me.
I haven't heard that song in a long time.
Oh, before we go any further, a hot tip: tomorrow night I'm going to be stepping out of my comfort zone here onto Stage It, onto this big stage. It's called Stage It, and it's a whole big platform that people do live streams on, and people buy tickets, and it's a whole thing. Because most musicians don't have a nightly YouTube show like I do, but even though I do this every night, the people at Stage It have been so sweet to me, and they really want me to play over there. So I'm just going to go hang out in their fort tomorrow night and play all the songs from my record Dear Puppeteer.
I love that.
I even pulled out. I'm going to hang. Rob painted those giant puppeteer hands for the stage art in the vaudeville tent at High Sierra the year the hippie fiasco rides again.
Yeah.
And so I pulled those out of storage. I'm going to hang them up behind me, so change the set and everything. So
that's cool.
Yeah, out of my comfort zone.
Hey,
and just straight playing the songs, no tricks, no.
Oh yeah, acoustic.
It's going to be hard for me. No dancing dogs.
Well, that's
no flying saucer hippies.
Never say never.
That's true.
Don't say don't. Give me 3 minutes. I'm gonna step off camera for a second, and then I'll be right back.
You got it. I'll cover for you, man. 3 minutes, huh? What could happen in 3 minutes? So many things.
Summer's here. Let's play some
Qualified immunity. Qualified immunity. Qualified immunity.
I and I, where we comply, abide by, classify, satisfy, strive to be a good guy, testify, verify, confide, all claim by, keep dignified, keep pride in a lifelong try, and never qualify. So what is qualified immunity? They body check, put a bullet in your back, or retracts, and the union protects, the Supreme Court consorts, make them all accountable. No one is above the law. No license to kill. No QI for nobody. No license to kill. We strive for unity, seek impunity, think opportunity, community, continuity, security, herd immunity, but we never plead immunity. So what is qualified immunity? The Wolf pack puts a knee on your neck. File fake reports, plans gun on your corpse. Your president is not yours. Make them all accountable. No one is above the law. No license to kill. No QI for anybody. No license to kill. Officer.
When we're sitting in my van, it's about turning around 5 o'clock, about an hour from Cobalt Blue, I imagine, and just listening to Nathan Moore. And it just makes fucking beautiful sense in my life. And I'm just proud that I can even fucking hear this jive, man. Yeah, jive, baby. It's just right. It hits the spot like a nice cup of cocoa or something.
Like I'm walking on air, like I'm falling downstairs in the basement.
We're muted.
Oh,
There we go. Now we're in there. I poured a little whiskey.
me too.
You did?
Yep.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
Bam. Oh wait, let's try that one more time.
Okay, and action. Ooh.
Share, share, share. We have Lex Park in here. We are the whole other. This whole project started when I was doing Revolution Radio live from the basement, and that was a whole project that I did there. I guess after the fiasco was over, the original fiasco, and I got back home and I was like, oh, I miss the streaming and playing. So I started a radio station that went live almost every night for a long time. We had a house band with Ethan Hawkins and Nate Leith and Colby.
Yeah, Colby Peg Joplin. Yeah.
And made a lot of music. But at some point, Lex and I realized, like, holy moly, on the radio, no one can see what's happening, so you can do anything. And so we would started looping drums and stuff and adding keyboards to it, and like all of a sudden the two of us were this whole band, and on the radio no one could tell the difference.
It was so fun because like those early days when I would come up with you on Revolution Radio, if I'm not mistaken, most of the time it was on the upright bass. And we just found this bub.
At first.
Yeah, at first.
Till we discovered.
And then I was like...
I'd never played... At that point, I'd never really played electric guitar in my life except in high school. But in my whole professional life, I never played electric guitar.
And I hadn't played electric bass since moving to Stanton at that time.
Uh-huh.
And so it was... and I was like, I got these like pedals and stuff. I might bring them next time.
From my old life.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm going to bring these pedals and stuff next time. And then it just like slowly from there, just a little bit more toys were acquired added to the mix.
I was probably still playing acoustic there, but all of a sudden you're adding some crazy delayed pad underneath the song that was intoxicating. Just like, oh, man.
Yep.
And then when we really got into it, we didn't have any of these toys. Most of it in the early days was iPad apps and stuff. For the looping apps.
Yep.
Even our first like MIDI controller box was to connect to an iPad, trying to get a clock out of the iPad.
Right. Yeah. And we were it was hit or miss successful. I think we did figure out a couple of formulas that worked with that kind of setup, but it was definitely a long process of figuring out what we needed to be able to both loop to one thing and it all stay together so that we could just keep throwing shit at it, and making this big thing. And yeah, I guess we found what we needed for now. I'm sure it's already changed and gotten way better.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
I'm gonna clear the request queues because a lot of those were have been in there. I played. Those are some old requests that I've already covered some of those the last couple of shows playing those requests. So right now the request queue is clear in Discord. Now if you are in Discord, you can add a request by typing in %request and the name of the song. If you see a request come in from Facebook or YouTube and you're in the Discord, please do me a favor and add that request that came from YouTube or Facebook into Percy's mouth. Throw Percy a bone there and feed him that request. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right, so you give a beat. I guess we don't have to do Nowhere From Here to Go.
No rest.
But that was
cool.
That was the challenge we gave ourselves.
It was.
I think you'll get it. So it's just like, here you go.
Okay.
I'll do it in C, which is different than usual. Well, there's nowhere from here to go. No place I feel like staying. Perhaps I've accomplished my goal, but I got no home and it's cold, I ain't playing. D. I sat by while the burning man burned. Rode by the houses, it was never my turn. I cracked jokes like eggs on the head of my dog. Now I'm looking for work, held at bay by the fog. So that's the progression.
Wow.
And I just saw a fun request come in for Rubber Ball. We should definitely do that.
Yeah.
So let's
never really messed around with that one either.
Let's try some weird version of the rest of a little bit more of that song at least.
Okay.
To a beat.
I will.
I'll come in on the second verse as soon as you hit it.
That's cool. That's cool. I'll get the bass line right by like the
end.
sixth verse. Yeah. Wow. So
right
just
at
pick
the
a
end.
beat. Just pick a beat. Okay.
Right at the end, you'll have it. Welcome to the porch. Oh, Pickle King just gave a good challenge. I'll tell you later. Remind me. Well, we both... Whoa. Wow, you just triggered my pedal. That was cool.
Really?
We both know that... We both know it's already. We both know my eyes are a little closed. We both know that I'm just tired, and no one like me has ever froze. I just laid down beside one too many. Who will?
I got a call for a restart because that is not the beat.
Really? I liked it.
It's got something weird going on.
Okay. I guess I can check my tuning. I'm so glad we did that.
Oh, yeah, good. Hey, see?
Mercy.
Surprises like that. Surprise. Happy accidents.
We both know that it's all ready. We both know my eyes are a little closed. We both know that I'm just tired and that no one like me has ever froze. I just lay down beside one too many who will never know me at all. And now I leave as lonely as autumn leaves fall. And there's nowhere from here to go that I haven't been a million times, where my flag has not been planted, where I haven't lived a million lives. I even slept when the world wept its soul, and everyone settled in behind their eyes. I was riding on a train burning coal, not prepared at all for my surprise. Surprise! With my 2 feet, 2 hands and all, I stepped out onto the sidewalk, stretched a wet finger for the wind, and listened out to hear my call. I've held tight against all the bargain sorrow, and I hollowed out a man for her to fill. I'm getting restless in these deep breaths I borrow from the quiet of these dead rolling hills. All right. Save one for the kid from Virginia, and roll one for the ladies at the march dance. Take one last look from my waking and steal away with my victorious rise. Me, I sat down to a game of cards with the 4 winds. I'm telling you, none of them could deal worth a day. I was feeling so lucky up till then. Come round to me and I couldn't even find my hand. Couldn't even find my hand. Couldn't even find my hand.
clear, concise summary of the experiments with which I will be discussing during these lectures. It's Chapter 15, Your Tape Recorder, a Tracking Station for Paranormal Voices, ? It seems that recordings made with no apparent input have turned up unexplained voices on the tape. I'm quoting from the book of Voice Phenomena are done with a tape recorder and microphone set up in the usual way and using factory fresh tape. No sounds are heard or emitted during the recording, but on replay, faint voices of unknown origin appear to have been recorded. Visible speech diagrams and voice prints have confirmed that these actually are recorded voices. And the most complete source book is a book called Breakthrough by Constantine. That's actually the name of the
had to stand up with my headphones. I forgot about my headphones. I almost broke myself. There's nowhere from here to go. It is nowhere from here to go. But poured from my eyes at the speed of light. Swear the ground beneath me is shaking, but I'm as still as the stars in the night. November, you're so funny. I bet you won't even recognize me in the spring. No, I bet I'll be there with my honey, dripping all over everything. I'd call that a success. So fun, man. I leapt up out of my seat and forgot I had headphones on. I knew my guitar cord could make. I did all the calculations for the guitar cord. I was like, no, I can jump up right now. The guitar cord is fine. I'm gonna make it. Forgot I was wearing headphones. And it's completely wrapped in my acoustic. It's wrapped up down here. I almost hurt myself.
I'm glad I can't see you till
Oh wait, I don't hear your microphone really.
Whoops. I'm kind of glad I got a
There you
delay,
are.
but it's a little dangerous. If something bad happens, I won't know for like 15 seconds.
That's exactly right. But you know, still, you're there to save me in 15 seconds if I need you.
Yep.
Which is pretty awesome.
Good night, Carl Mead.
Oh, we kept Carl up. He's not usually up at this hour.
Well, that was his leaving song.
He
said.
usually
I just
watches
saw that.
it over his morning coffee in the morning.
Yeah, that's kind of my vibe.
I love that. I love that it doesn't, you know, I strive for it not to have to be interactive, to be rewarding, to have actual content, you know, which, you know, I love the meta aspect of the interactivity that, like, you know, someone says something and I respond to it, which is fun, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They'll give me an adjective and I'll sing a song about that shade or whatever, you know. I riff in a way, and I love doing that, but I love that it also is fun to watch in the morning, even when you're not participating. The songs are still good, and when I'm cracking myself up, it is actually a little bit funny.
That's great.
Standing the test of time.
Yeah, it goes good with coffee.
I like that.
Yep, it's cool.
This is Lex Park. I'm Nathan Moore. We are the whole other, and we'll be right back. Extra, extra, read all about it. Watch Hippie Fiasco Monday through Friday at 1:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10:30 p.m. on the West Coast. With your host, Nathan Moore. You never know what's going to happen, but we're a big fan of all the possibilities. Wilbur, can you hang on? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this just in, urgent breaking news here at Hippie Fiasco writes again. Wilbur is out there. Join Nathan on the porch Monday through Friday, 10:30 p.m. on the West Coast, 1:30 in the morning for the Night Owls in the East. Subscribe on YouTube to find out about other shows throughout the week.
Clown,
No,
but just do it.
It was stuck. Whoops. If they were only feeling down, I could make a funny sound. I could dance a silly dance, oh, I've dared. I can pratfall, rebound just to entertain a crowd. But there's nothing I can do when they are scared. If they only had a frown, I could turn it right around. If they were only down and out, I know how. What am I gonna do now? It's a bad time, bad time to be a clown. The flower in my lapel has a dried up empty well. They used to hold the water that I'd squirt. Now I give the ball a squeeze, it just puffs a tiny breeze. Oh, no one's whistling while they work. If they only had a smile, I could play with it a while. If they only wanted style, I know how. What am I gonna do now? It's a bad time, bad time to be a clown. Knows, unless they got a big red nose, just how much it blows to read this news. My strange weather friends, I wouldn't recommend taking a single step inside these shoes. You'd be tripping on your feet, falling down the street. They only fit me anyhow. What am I gonna do now? It's a bad time, bad time to be a clown. It's a bad time, bad time to be a clown.
sung it sick and sweet. Sung it till the song sang with me. It didn't skip a beat. Oh, I sung my song in bars and bedrooms till all was intertwined. Oh, I sung my song till the song became me, and I laid down and died, laid down and died, laid down and died. Oh, I sung my song till the song became me, and I laid down and died, laid down and died, laid down and died. Well, I sung my song till the song became me, and I laid down and died, laid down and died, laid down and died. Oh, I sung my song till the song became me, and I laid down and died. Oh, and I laid down and died. Oh, and I laid down and
Oh, yeah, that's TK and the Holy Know Nothings. Holy moly is what I say. What a freaking great band.
They really are. My God.
The songs are amazing. The band is amazing. So in love. Got Lex Park in the house. We're in the basement hanging out. Got Lex Park in the house. In the basement hanging out. We're hanging out. It's like drinking during Prohibition. And we're lowering our inhibitions.
Hey. High on our ambitions. Hey.
Right. Well, I guess it's time for a leaving song.
Oh.
You know, it's an hour-long show, and I just went to the bathroom, and on the way there, I got a little ribbon from the producers. Apparently, it's an hour-long show, and we've now been on for like an hour and 50 minutes. They're like, what are you guys, I mean, do you have a plan? How did you do that? How did you do that?
Hey.
God, I was definitely already looking around here trying to inspect how that could have possibly happened. What did you? Don't tell me.
There's a button. Don't worry about it.
I'm.
It's a green screen button for some reason. It just turns it green, and I don't know what else it can do, but we'll figure it out next time. Next time.
Yeah, there's something there. Well, Lex has agreed to do this every Friday for as long as we can. I hope we're like 80 years old. Going, let's just turn that up a little bit. 95.
Yep. Maybe sitting down by then.
Maybe.
With even cooler toys.
You know, I mean, I'm trying to imagine, you know, Nana, because I'm wondering if she could, if I saw her today, and I'm just assessing, like, now, she hasn't been rocking out her whole life.
No.
But if she had, she probably could still rock out a little bit.
Yeah.
Like the reason why I can't imagine her really rocking out right now is because she didn't spend her whole life rocking out.
Right.
But if she had, I don't know. I could just hear her being like, boom, 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 boom.
Just kind of, you know, doing a little bit of this.
A little bit of that. Yep.
A little bit of this.
Just tasty, throwing it in from here and there. Hey Lex, how about this? Let's say like this will be our last song unless we get like 10 more viewers. 10 more viewers out there. If you guys can figure out how to get 10 more viewers in here, we'll play another. Is that enough? That sounds pretty easy.
Where are we at right now?
24?
24? Yeah, let's get up to 34.
34. 10 more. So if this number is 34 at the end of this song, we'll play another one.
Yeah, let's do it.
Otherwise, what a fun night.
Dare us.
You know, one thing I like about when we do a shorter show is we like to sort of, when we jam together, we like to listen to it afterwards.
Yeah.
It's fun. So, like, the shorter we keep the show, the more likely we can completely hang out through a whole listen of it. If we play for 4 hours, we'll have to cut it off at some point and hang afterwards because the sun's up and you got to get home.
Yep.
But if we just play for an hour and a half or an hour like the show's supposed to be, then we can just hang out for an hour after, easily checking it out and hanging out. And
Yep. Well, we got goals. We
giving
got goals.
each other shit. That's all we do. Like, what were you thinking there?
Yeah, right. What was that? Really? Why'd you do that?
What was on your mind? Were you even like... always talk about listening, and I can tell you're not listening right there. There's so many times I'm still not listening. It's hard. It's a practice.
Yeah,
it takes discipline.
It is.
You have to, and disciplines is a kind of thing that you have to be conscious of. It's not just reflex. It's not just force of habit or muscle memory. Discipline is another category.
Yep.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and I mean, when you...
Cosmic Crow, welcome to the show. Howdy,
Hey,
howdy, hey.
25.
It's getting all right. We said if we make the song really short, we might be able to get out of here. But if the number's at 34 by the end of this song, we will play another song. We are now at 24. Still at 24. That's the first time I've seen him pipe in.
We could play a game real quick.
Duck. Duck.
No.
Duck.
How about this?
Duck.
It'll be like a name that
Goose.
tune kind of thing.
Okay.
So, we got the beat going, or at least a little bit of it. And then maybe you give like the first chord. Let's see if anybody can guess what song we're going to be. The hint is that it was a request.
Oh, the song we're going to try?
Yeah.
I got a good hint.
Okay. There it is. All right.
What song is it?
Let's see. What song could
Name
that
that
be?
song. I can name that song in one chord.
We play that at home. We just make up stuff. Be like, all right. And then Lucy will be like, I can name that tune in 3 notes. I'm like, wow, okay. And then I just think of something, whether it's Row Your Boat or anything. Maybe even a popular song that I know she's listening to that we dig on. Some T Swift or Lizzo or something. But yeah, what song is this? What song?
Oh,
is
that's
this?
right. Someone's guessing wrong. Oh, yes, yes. Pickle King's the winner. Yeah.
Ah.
We have a right answer. No rest for the wicked. But Aaron thought it was Rubber Ball. That might be, but maybe that's the song we should play if we get 10 more viewers. All right, we'll do Rubber Ball if it's 34 by the end of this song. This is sort of perfect for Rubber Ball, too.
It really is. Same key?
Pretty much, yeah. One's minor-y, one's major-y. It's a nice little shift up to end. It'd be nice. No rest for the wicked. Sun is coming up, song. Stars are fading in the sky above the boxcar. Train rolls right along. Oh, my darling, what am I doing here? I sit still, I think of you. So I'm heading out onto the ocean. Right now, just pushing through. Oh, my darling, what am I doing here? Where am I going? Are you still there?
gladly beyond any experience. Your eyes have their silence. In your most frail gesture are things which encourage, or which I cannot touch because they are too near. Your slightest look easily will unfold me, though I have clothed myself as things. You open always petal by petal myself, as spring opens, touching skillfully, mysteriously, the first rose. Or if your wish be to close me, I and my life will shut very beautiful, suddenly, as when the heart of this flower imagines snow carefully everywhere descending. Nothing which we are to perceive in this world equals the power of your intense fragility, whose texture compels me with the color of its country, rendering death and forever with each breathing. I do not know what it is about you that closes and opens. Only something in me understands the voice of your eyes is deeper than all roses. Nobody, not even the rain, has such small hands.
I got good news and I got bad news.
Oh boy, what's up? What's up?
Well, the good news is we didn't get to 34 people, so we don't have to do a whole nother jam. We're off. They're letting us off. We've earned our keep.
All right.
And it was amazing. All right, you ready for the bad news?
Yeah.
We didn't get 34 viewers, so
Yeah.
we don't get to do a whole nother raging jam. It will catch us all by surprise and completely heal us. C'est la vie. What a fun freaking night. Let's jam this for another hot second before we let each other go.
Okay.
Before we meet on the porch and listen to it back. What a fun jam. Lex, thank you so much.
Thank you, Nathan. I love you, brother.
I love you so much.
Always an adventure, just like the basement.
Always it's just like we're in the basement, isn't it?
It's crazy.
We used to always, that was always our cheers whenever we took this act on the road. Yep. We would, oh goodness, I hit the wrong button. Not yet.
I like that little Come From Nothing jam, but go ahead. You were saying?
I hit the wrong button, went to the leaving credits. It's the one scene that's designed to shut off the broadcast as soon as it gets to the end. It's a ticking time bomb, that final scene with the spoken word over it. Oh, we forgot to do that.
What?
Well, last week we just let our loops go, and then I started the animation for the end of the show, and with the spoken word over it. Every night we end the show with the same animation that Fred Torfey made, and some random piece of spoken word poetry.
So why don't you just start something? Just any riff.
I start something?
Yeah, sure. You just start any riff. I'll follow you, and we'll put some music to the back of it.
Do you have a... Oh, no. All right. I just realized I changed up my settings here, so I have to get the poem from the iPad now. That's all right. I got tons of stuff on here.
I mean, I do like the... we have been doing a lot of, like, slower tempo stuff tonight, and it's been really fun. I will be candid right now and just say how fun it's been to dig into that kind of space. Droney, slow stuff.
I like that, too.
And... yeah, we touched on it a little bit last week, and I've been thinking about that mode of music ever since. Mm-hmm. So tonight's been a lot of fun. So maybe something slow. I can give you a slow beat, and then you can just come up with something, and then I will come in with something over top of it, and then you can play the thing.
Is this going to work?
Yay, green screen. I just saw the
We're
thing.
Trying to make it work here. The new lights mess it up a little bit.
Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, there's things on my head. Wow.
Yeah, I'm trying to give
Ooh, zoom. I'm getting the delay. You're probably like, what? Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'm trying to give us the
same, like an hour ago.
The same backdrop. The same smoke backdrop. I have this weird... It's getting all this light. Hold on. Oh, wait. Oh, that's all I needed to do. Bam, I got it. Oh, and look at this. Oh, this is so cool.
It's probably just about to pop up for me.
Right now I'm going to an even closer. Boy, if you could put those lights just on green, just to hold hard on green for a second.
I would love to be able to know how to do that.
But when they are green, it's going to be so
perfect.
Sweet.
All right, cool. Comes a little green.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. We have the same smoke going on. Oh, it's so cool. We'll have some fun with this in the future. We're going to figure out all kinds of things to do.
Oh, yeah, I can see it now.
We can put us both in the same atmosphere, the same room even, you know. Especially once we get your green screen going on. Your little quickie up. Yeah, oh, God. Yeah. I just lost my green screen. Oh. God. Not ready. Oh, there's somebody in here. What happened?
Friday Night Get Right has been brought to you by The Whole Other.
Friday Night Get Right been brought to you by The Whole Other. I like that.
There is no another. It's just The Whole Other.
Bam. You're mirrored.
I know. And I don't know. I probably look like a lefty, don't I?
Here, wait, do that again. Oh wait,
Brought to you by the
there you
whole
go.
other.
Yeah, there you go. Bam.
There is no nother.
This Friday night, Get Right, brought to you.
Yeah. This Friday night, Get Right has been brought to you by the whole other.
The whole other.
There is no nother. It's just the whole other.
No nother. Bam. We should pay ourselves for that shit.
Oh, too fun.
Too fun. We're like hanging out in the clouds now. Oh wait, your green screen is not working and it would be crushing right now. What is going on?
Yeah.
You're in green. There you go. Oh, now we gotta wait for the green to come back. It'll cycle through, and then it'll be amazing. We'll just be like hanging out in the clouds, y'all. You know what's up?
So I'm gonna queue up.
I was in no hurry to get to heaven, but now that I'm here, I don't know. It's pretty amazing. I don't know what I was afraid of.
Yep. I'm going to try to mess with the lights, but first I'm gonna give you a good old slow Willie T 84 BPMs.
Oh, 84 BPMs, baby. Hey, welcome to our cloud. It's our porch in the sky. Take a load off. There's plenty of room for everybody. If you need some lemonade, help yourself. Infinite lemonade. Sour to the people. Woo! Oh, look at that. I love how you can control my ditto. Except my ditto's not acting right at the moment.
Weird. That is weird. So that's what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But you know what's even weirder is I can't delete channel 1 at the moment. I'm trying a hard reset.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just did a hard reset. Oh, that might have worked.
Yep. The old Ditto X4.
Oh, the old hard reset.
Yeah.
So do you do that often?
Not often. You know, I haven't had to do it either night yet, but it does happen. Yeah. It's not a, it's not a rare thing.
You know what good news is that we streamed. I've been in touch with Glow Fiber about the outages that we've had mid-show because OK Google it last week and our show both dropped out. Like the internet just stopped working and the show ended. And that sucks.
Right.
So I called him up, but then we had an appointment today. But nothing had happened bad this week. So I talked to this guy, Lee, and he's like, here's my personal number.
Yes.
Tell you what, if it happens again, you call me the next day and I'll come right over. No appointment necessary. And so tonight was a big trial run because I know that when we're doing this, we're using the Wi-Fi even more because your camera is on Wi-Fi and all that stuff.
Yeah, I got this TV going, Wi-Fi.
Exactly. And the OK Google it, Dad's on Zoom and Kethra is on Zoom. So it's sort of a test I can't do by myself. So, but it seems like we did all right. I won't be calling Lee tomorrow. All right, let's hear this Willie T. Taylor 84 BPM beat. I wonder which will come first, Chicken Little or World War III. I wonder about a lot of things, but not so much what's gonna happen to me. I sure would like to see the change I ain't ever gonna be. Some say it's the end, but all I see is wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. Portland's kicking its windows. Those kids are gone. Around here we're quickly losing the West we once had won. And everybody knows it, even those that deny. But you know the truth, you believe a lie. Wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. Go ahead now. Well, all I know is all I've seen, and love will end the day. But between me and you, between now and then, it's not all gonna be okay. But let's not tell the children it's not their burden yet. Let them dream their silly dreams, lest we all forget. Wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. Wishful thinking.
Howl for Carl Solomon. I saw the best minds of my generation destroyed by madness, starving, hysterical, naked, dragging themselves through the Negro streets at dawn looking for an angry fix. Angel-headed hipsters burning for the ancient heavenly connection to the starry dynamo and the machinery of night, who poverty and tatters and hollow-eyed and high sat up smoking in the supernatural darkness of cold water flats, floating across the tops of cities contemplating jazz, who bared their brains to heaven under the L and saw Mohammedan angels staggering on tenement roofs illuminated, who passed through universities with radiant, cool eyes hallucinating Arkansas and Blake-like tragedy among the scholars of war, who were expelled from the academies for crazy and publishing obscene odes on the windows of the skull, who cowered in unshaven rooms in underwear, burning their money in wastebaskets and listening to the terror through the wall, got busted in their pubic beards returning from Laredo with a belt of marijuana for New York, who ate fire in paint hotels or drank turpentine in Paradise Alley death, or purgatoried their torsos night after night with dreams, with drugs, with waking nightmares, alcohol and cock and endless balls, incomparable blind streets of shuddering cloud and lightning in the mind leaping toward poles of Canada and Patterson, illuminating all the motionless world of time between peyote solidities of halls, backyard green trees, cemetery dawns, wine drunkenness over the rooftops, storefront burrows of tea-head, joyride, neon, blinking traffic light, sun and moon and tree vibrations in the roaring winter dusks of Brooklyn, ashcan, brandings and kind king light of mine, who chained themselves to subways for the endless ride from Battery to Holy Cross on Benzedrine, until the noise of wheels and children brought them down, shuddering, mouth racked and battered, bleak of brain, all drained of brilliance in the drear light of zoo, who sank all night in submarine light of Bickford's, floated out and sat for the stale beer afternoon in desolate fugazis, listening to the crack of doom on the hydrogen jukebox, who talked continuously 70 hours from park to pad to bar to Bellevue to museum to the Brooklyn Bridge, a lost battalion of platonic conversationalists jumping down the stoop, off fire escapes, off window sills, off Empire State, out of the moon, yakety-yakking, screaming, vomiting, whispering facts and memories and anecdotes and eyeball kicks and shocks of hospitals and jails and wars, whole intellects disgorged in total recall for 7 days and nights with brilliant eyes, meet for the synagogue cast on the pavement, who vanished into nowhere, Zen, New Jersey, leaving a trail of ambiguous picture postcards of Atlantic City Hall, suffer in eastern sweats and Tangerian bone grindings and migraines of China under junk withdrawal, Newark's bleak furnished rooms, who wandered around and around at midnight in the railroad yard, wondering where to go and when, leaving no broken heart, who lit cigarettes in boxcars racketing through snow toward lonesome farms in grandfather night, who studied Plotinus, Poe, St. John of the Cross, the Book of the Dead, telepathy and block Kabbalah, because the cosmos instinctively vibrated at their feet in Kansas, who roamed through the streets of Idaho, seeking visionary Indian angels who were visionary Indian angels, who thought they were only mad when Baltimore gleamed in supernatural ecstasy, who jumped in limousines with the Chinamen of Oklahoma on the impulse of winter, midnight, streetlight, small town rain, who lounged hungry and lonesome through Houston seeking jazz or sex or soup, and followed the brilliant Spaniard to to converse about America and eternity, a hopeless task, and so took ship to Africa, who disappeared into the volcanoes of Mexico, leaving behind nothing but the shadow of dungarees and the lava and ash of poetry scattered in fireplace Chicago, who reappeared on the West Coast investigating the FBI in beards and shorts with big pacifist eyes, sexy in their dark skin, passing out incomprehensible leaflets, who burned cigarette holes in their arms, protesting the narcotic tobacco haze of capitalism, who distributed super communist pamphlets in Union Square weeping and undressing while the sirens of Los Alamos wailed them down and wailed down Wall. The Staten Island ferry also wailed, who broke down crying in white gymnasiums naked and trembling before the machinery of other skeletons, who bit detectives in the neck and shrieked with delighting police cars for committing no crime but their own wild fucking pederasty and intoxication, who howled on their knees in the subway and were dragged off the roof waving genitals and manuscripts, who let themselves be fucked in the ass by saintly motorcyclists and screamed with joy, who blew and were blown by those human seraphim, the sailors, caresses of Atlantic and Caribbean love, who fall in the morning and the evenings in rose gardens and the grass of public parks and cemeteries, scattering their semen freely to whomever come who may, who hiccup endlessly trying to giggle but wound up with a sob behind a partition in a Turkish bath when the blonde and naked angel came to pierce them with a sword, who lost their love boys to the three old shrews of fate, the one-eyed shrew of the heterosexual dollar, the one-eyed shrew that winks out of the womb, and the one-eyed shrew that does nothing but sit on her ass and sniff the intellectual golden threads of the craftsman's loom, who copulated ecstatic and insatiate with a bottle of beer, a sweetheart, a package of cigarettes, a candle, and fell off the bed, and continued along the floor and down the hall, and ended fainting on the wall with a vision of ultimate cunt and cum eluding the last jism of consciousness, who sweetened the snatches of a million girls trembling in the sunset and were red-eyed in the morning but prepared to sweeten the snatch of the sunrise, flashing buttocks under barns and naked in the lake, who went out whoring through Colorado in myriad stolen night cars, Neil Cassidy, secret hero of these poems, joy to the memory of his innumerable ladies of girls in empty lots and
the bow, too. Clever, Rudy. Oh, look at the mule. I think we should call him Pokey. Isn't he beautiful? Look at what he can do. Well, Pokey learned many of his tricks in Mexico, where he was in a small circus. But Pokey was stubborn and slow. And rather than running out into the ring and doing his act, Pokey would wander out slowly and wander about just looking up into the audience. And he would only perform when he felt like it.
Banks of the Hudson under the wartime blue floodlight of the moon, and their heads shall be crowned with laurel in oblivion. Who ate the lamb stew
Be silly.
of imagination,
Be honest.
digested the crab
And
the
always
muddy
trust
bottom
your
of the
cape.
rivers of Bowery. Who wept at the
Love you
romance
so
of the
much.
streets
See
with
you
their
Monday
push
night.
carts full of onions and bad music. Who sat in boxes breathing
Thank you,
in
Lex.
darkness under the bridge and rose up to build harpsichords in their lofts. Who coughed on the 6th floor of Harlem, crowned with flame under the tubercular sky, surrounded by orange crates of theology. Who scribbled all night, rocking and rolling over lofty incantations, which in the yellow morning were stanzas of gibberish. Who cooked rotten animals' lung, heart, feet, tail, borscht and tortillas,